Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And the title of this video is going to be called Smart Cities Are Here. And as you see right here, in the title of this article, surveillance technology that uses AI, which is an acronym for artificial intelligence, to track social distancing and mask wearing in the workplace raises serious concerns. Now, back in the year 2006, 2007, maybe even the year 2008, when we heard about smart cities, it sounded something that was far-fetched or something that you would only hear or see or know about in movies, especially what they call science fiction movies. But as time progresses on, what are we seeing here? We're beginning to see more cities with cameras everywhere. You know, back in the year 1999 or even the 1990s, you didn't really hear about cameras being inside of stores, not unless they were privately owned businesses or corner shops where crime was pretty common at. And even then, you didn't have security cameras. You had security officers, you had security guards. But because, you know, because of the safety and concern of certain security officers, you know, people who could jump or beat up or harm security officers and get away with it because they didn't have enough proof or because there weren't no cameras around and they only had the word of witnesses, which only made the job of police officers more difficult. Then they decided, okay, now it's time that we go for higher measures. You know, now you hear about cameras being set up in privately owned businesses and so forth. But after 9/11 of the year 2001, okay, electronic security surveillances skyrocketed. And now you hear about cameras being in grocery stores. You hear about cameras being in hospitals. You hear about cameras being in major corporations and warehouses. You hear about cameras being in street lights. You hear about cameras being everywhere. And 9/11 was something that they used to justify further spying on the people here in America. If they wanted to move forward with these smart cities, they would first have to create a problem to get a reaction from the people so they could justify moving forward with their agenda. Now, as I have said before in the past, these smart cities and the smart grid and smart TVs and all this smart technology is a part of Agenda 21. You can look into Agenda 21. Just go to Google and type in Agenda 21. And a part of Agenda 21 is what? Transhumanism. Okay? People living in a controlled environment where their activities and their consumption behavior and everything they do throughout their daily life is constantly being tracked. Why do you think they have smart meters now? Smart meters wasn't a thing of the past back in the year 2000 or the 1990s. Now they have smart meters that can monitor how much electricity you're using in your home or how much water you're using in your home. You know, now they have trash cans with tracking devices in them. You didn't hear about that back in the year 2000 or in the 1990s. Almost everything you buy now has a tracking device on it. Clothes, laptops, vehicles. And this is all a part of the Smart City Agenda, which is a part of Agenda 21. Okay, smart cities is not something that you hear about in movies no more. It's not some science fiction idea that somebody wrote in a novel and Hollywood just decided to show on TV. It's here. We're living in a smart city environment. It says workplaces are eager to avoid the spread of the Crown Royale and are equipping their security camera with artificial intelligence software that can track their workers. They have something like this in casinos already. I know this because I used to work at a casino. They have these kind of things in casinos now. It says compliance with health guidelines, which includes wearing a mask or social distancing. The software is deemed to be quite crucial while Crown Royale is on a rampage all around the world, or so they say. This could be another scare to scare people into getting juiced up. The surveillance technology allows the company to showcase how they are monitoring their workers and enforcing mandates safely. So did you hear that? They're also enforcing mandates. And by people getting juiced up, they got all this nanotechnology roaming around inside their bodies. This will make it even easier for the artificial intelligence, which is being built into the cameras, to check and even track people even more. It'll be easier. With that, I'm going to say, Shalom. It's on to the next one.